It is no secret that I am loyal to my LED masks as part of my skincare regime, and judging from the few I've tried so far, the first one I got already was one of the best on the market. So, to make me stray from it more than a few weeks would need something special. Meet the Maysama Prana LED Light Therapy Mask. That not only offers what I had come to love, red and near-infrared light, but also the option to use this light as pulse light option. What the benefits of pulse light are supposed to be, what else you can expect from the mask, and if it will earn a permanent place in my routine after 3 months of testing it exclusively, all that will be answered in today's review. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well-aging. According to the brand, the pulse light technology used helps with the absorption and bioavailability of active ingredients and increases your skincare's efficacy. It is supposed to do that by breathing the ingredients into the cells. I will get to what that means in a bit, which is where the name Prana has its origin, named after the Hindu word for life breath, if I'm not mistaken. The brand website contains a small study done on 16 women between the ages of 29 and 63 using the LED panel, not the mask, for 10 minutes a day with the rooibos serum applied to one half of the face. After 3 months, the side with the serum applied showed more benefits than the side with LED therapy only, but I can't say if that difference was significant or what baseline lifestyle or other products were used by those women, only that they had never used LED light therapy before. We have discussed the ideal parameters to look for an LED mask in depth in this video here, so how does the Maysama mask hold up? It features 138 LEDs and uses 4 different wavelengths, 630 and 660 nanometers for red light, 850 nanometers for near-infrared, and 450 nanometers for blue light. The wavelengths can be picked individually as red only, red plus near-infrared, and magenta, which is red and blue mixed. That is great for me that only uses the red and near-infrared option. Looking at what is deemed ideal, that would be red at 633, but anything between 630 and 660 is fine, near-infrared at 830 nanometers, or between 820 and 840, and blue light at 450 nanometers with wavelengths of blue above that, sometimes showing adverse effects. In summary, both red and near-infrared aren't spot on but very good, with blue light being a little off here. The irradiance for red near-infrared is 40 to 45 milliwatts per centimeter square, with anything around 55 milliwatts per centimeter square used in studies done in office devices. You don't get more than 50 milliwatts per centimeter square in at-home devices, meaning that between 35 and 50 is what you should aim for. Here the mask sits right where it's supposed to be and is one of the stronger ones on the market. It is worth noting that the mask also covers the mouth area completely, which isn't something you usually see. Most masks have an opening here, similar to sheet masks. It is certainly a good way to make sure the area around the mouth with any lip lines and crepey skin that would appear there is covered and treated. If you can go 9 minutes without being able to snack or drink is a question you need to answer yourself, though I am not ashamed to admit that I struggled with that occasionally. Now, what about benefits of the pulse light the mask offers that makes it stand out among other offers? Maysama claims it has several benefits. One of them is that it makes skincare ingredients absorb better in the skin. The theory behind that is based on the work of Andre P. Sommer, a researcher based in Germany that has several papers published on the fact that, according to his research, LED doesn't target the cytochrome C oxidase, but instead that irradiation with 670 nanometer affects the mitochondrial bound water, causing it to expand. If the irradiation stops, the expansion stops, the cells shrink, and that expansion and shrinking process, referred to as breathing, sucks the ingredients into the cell. Now, that level of understanding of the physical changes through low-level light therapy is far beyond my area of expertise, so I will not comment on whether or not I assume that it's true. All I can offer is the information that when I look for similar theories or comments on that by other people involved in the matter, I didn't find any, which might either be because I don't know where to look, a common problem when you search literature outside your field, or that this author is pretty alone with his opinion. Another claimed benefit is that pulsed light is more effective in ATP production and collagen production because it penetrates the skin better and because it optimizes ATP output by balancing ATP production and corresponding free radical production with ATP consumption by the cell. But while again there were studies, none of them to the point that I could say if these claims are true. If any of that is enough to make you prefer the mask with pulsed light over a mask with continuous light is a personal decision. I can't give you any advice here, as looking at the data, I simply wouldn't know. If you're new to LED masks, it is advised to use daily for the first 3 months and then switch to upkeep with using it 3 times a week. The duration depends on the mode you choose. Pulse light should be used for 6 minutes daily, while continuous light requires 9 minutes a day. While in general your skin should be clean before using the mask, applying the accompanying green rooibos pressed serum 20 minutes before application will give you better results according to the study I mentioned earlier. The mask has a portable charger, which I find handy as I'm able to walk around using it. It has a velcro strap that fits behind the back and is made from silicone, so adjusts to your face shape. I am missing a strap to go over the top of my head to prevent it from sliding down when I get up, so maybe lying down is the better option. Once you secure the strap, you press the top button to turn it on. It starts with red light, continuous, and the timer duration set for 1 minute, and then use the top button again to switch between continuous and pulse light, the middle button to switch between the 3 different light modalities, and the lowest button to change the duration of the timer. There are eye protective goggles to wear with it, but they are optional when using the red and near infrared light. With blue light, your eyes need the extra protection. While you can't really see the pulsing at its 100 Hz frequency, I found it to be a little more irritating for my mind when using it. I usually perceive using a LED mask as very relaxing, but that somehow put me on the edge, for the lack of a better word, even if I was lying down with my eyes closed. I haven't seen anyone report that online though, so it might just be my mind playing tricks on me. After using the Maysama Prana LED light therapy mask for 3 months almost daily, I did miss a day or 2, and afterwards 3 times a week for upkeep, I can't say I noticed changes in my skin, but as I have been using some form of LED mask faithfully for more than 2 years now, I didn't expect that. If the Maysama Prana LED light therapy mask is better than other masks on the market depends on your individual preferences. The pros are surely the fact that it has a great radiance and covers the mouth area. Cons are that it doesn't exactly use the recommended wavelengths. Both the blue light option and the option for using a pulsed light mode wouldn't be a selling point for me, as I stick to red near infrared and am not convinced by the data on pulsed light quite yet, but you might feel different about those topics. It is the only mask on the market I've seen at least giving you the pulsed light option. If there's anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen, and it links to my Instagram and blog in the description box. And if you want exclusive Q&As, behind the scenes content, or just get more involved, become a channel member. I would love to have you join the community. See you soon, bye!